yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah, ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah, ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah, we got it, yeah. Ay, yo, let's get it, ay, ay, yeah.
Yo, what's good? Hey people, what's going on? Today I'm here to bring you a terrible fucking stream idea from yours truly. You know, what else do you fucking expect? Yeah, sir. Alright, so I put on a fucking filter on my mic because my PC is fucking loud as hell. Like, not on the mic itself, like something like in OBS I put on a thingy. So hopefully that works. I'm listening to it right now. It sounds alright. I might cut off sometimes here or there, you know, but that's only really when I like go like really loud or something. And this is not going to be one of those streams, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue, but yeah. Anyways, I also I'm not really prepared for this stream, honestly. I'm like, well, I don't know. I wasn't going to prepare for this stream in the sense that like okay, so I'm gonna this stream talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, I'm going to tell you everything I know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like summarize the series. So obviously, spoiler warning. I'm gonna summarize the series, the whole series up to part 8, which is the latest part. But just the way I remember it. I haven't watched any of the parts in a while. I haven't like caught up on the Stone Ocean anime because yikes, the fucking marketing for that. But I've already read it, and I've read all the other parts, so I kind of know already, you know. So, but it's been a while, so I'm just going to tell you how I remember it. I'm gonna start chronologically and go from there. But yeah, I also have some food here because like I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna take a few bites here or there. Also got a little sody pop. I don't know if you heard that because of the fucking filter, but it was a pretty nice crisp thingy majiggy. Oh my god. Anyways. Ugh. Alright, I guess we'll get started though. So as you can see, part 1 here, Phantom Blood, the very first part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, back when the series was still figuring itself out. So does this work? It does. Okay. Alright. So, can you make bullet points on this? Okay. No. Okay. Probably can, but I'm too lazy to figure it out. So, okay. What? Okay, starting from part 1. Okay, last call. Spoilers. You know, you have been warned. I am going to spoil the whole series pretty much. And given that I'm not going by every little detail, I'm just going by what I remember, I'm definitely going to talk about all the major plot points. So, like, spoiler warning, you have been warned. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is pretty fucking bizarre, dude. Okay. Okay, so. Part 1, Phantom Blood. The main JoJo here is Jonathan Joestar. He is your classic fucking good guy protagonist. He's very, like, on a white, black, and gray scale, he's very white. Don't take that out of context. He's very, like, he's very just, you know? Like, he's like good guy all the way. He can do no evil. He's like born that way, honestly. Okay. So starting from the very first scene. Okay, wait. The main JoJo is Jonathan Joestar. The main antagonist of this part, Dio Brando. You know, you probably know about him. He is evil guy. Yeah, he had a bad upbringing, but like he's pretty much like born evil. So you have a guy who's born. I'm sorry, taking my jacket real quick. You have the protagonist who was born very good. He was born into a nice life and he's a very nice guy. And then you have the antagonist who was born into a bad life and is just a pretty bad guy. What's that saying? I don't know. Honestly, I'm too dumb. Anyways, starts off. The series opens up with Jonathan's parents getting into a fucking wagon accident. It's like the 1800s, by the way. It's like 1800s, like horse-drawn carriage shit. No technology, no modern technology, yada yada. So Jonathan's parents get into a fucking horse-drawn wagon, a horse-drawn carriage incident. They fall off a fucking cliff. Mother dies. She like impaled on a fucking rock or something. And then Jonathan's dad and him, the baby, survive. And then this low-life scum named, what's his fucking name again? It starts with a D. Darby. No, that's not it. Darwin. No. Darby? I don't think it's Darby. Fuck it, I forget his name. He's Papa Brando. He's Dio Brando's dad, whatever the fuck his name was. He like he finds the carriage, you know, and he sees there's this accident, but he notices that they're rich people, so he's just gonna go and fucking rob them, you know. This is pretty fucking scummy. But Jonathan's father, I think his name was George. He fucking thinks that Papa Brando is there to save him, so he's like, "Oh, I'm indebted to you." And then it's like, "Oh shit." So that happens. So that's how the two fucking families meet. Just a fucking little thing of chance that pits two fucking families against each other for fucking generations. It's kind of crazy. Also, if you didn't know, the whole fucking story of JoJo up to fucking part 6 at least is just kind of like a family feud between the Joestars and the Brando family. Specifically Dio Brando, but yeah. So after that happens, years pass, Jonathan grows up into a strapping young lad, you know, and then fucking Dio, he also exists. He grew up into being like a cunning, resourceful guy in a poor household, wherever. And then after Dio's father passes away, he gives Dio a letter that's like kind of like a letter of like recommendation or whatever it is, a will of some sorts. That basically is just George, Jonathan's father, is like his dead. So that so Dio can now go over there and it's like, yo, I heard you help my dad out. I live here now. That's basically what happens. So wait, I should type this shit out. Okay. I fucking prepared it and everything. Okay. Jonathan, that's not how you spell that. Jonathan versus Dio. Let me shrink this really bit. Jonathan versus Dio. Fate. I don't fucking know. Because, like, the fated family fight. They're fated to fight. I'll put that. Fated to fight. I don't have a way with words, by the way. If you haven't noticed, I'm very bad at talking. So, like, I'm not very bad at, like, putting shit into words either. So, bear with me. I told you this stream is gonna fucking suck ass. Okay. So, fucking, Dio's dad dies, so Dio goes to live with Jonathan and them. And then when he shows up, he's a fucking asshole, dude. He fucking goes to fucking Jonathan's dog, and he's like, fuck you, dog. And he fucking knees the dog in the face, and Jonathan's rightfully, like, peeved. He's like, what the fuck, dude? And then and then it shows off that Dio's a lying asshole too, because he's like, I was scared that this dog was going to attack me, so I only acted in self-defense, when obviously he was not. He's just an asshole. You know? So, there you go. And then yada yada happens, fucking, what happens after that? It's just Dio bullying the fuck out of Jonathan, honestly. Dio bullies the fuck out of Jonathan. That's not how you spell. I'm keeping it. I don't care. It adds flavor. Dio bullies the fuck out of Jonathan. You know? But Jonathan remains strong. He does not break. He does not give in to despair. You know? He would make a great Danganronpa protagonist. And then after that, Jonathan, because of this bullying, I think, Jonathan ends up meeting Erina. I'm gonna call him Jojo. I imagine that's why they have a nickname, so I can just type Jojo. Jojo meets Erina. Love. And yes, this is his love interest. Now, Erina, she's very, like, also cut and dry, you know? Like, just how, like, Jonathan's very, very much like, oh, I'm a nice guy. Erina is very much like, oh, I'm a nice girl. You know? So they're a perfect fit for each other. They're kind of boring. Not gonna cap, but they're still cool. So, yeah. That happens, and then Dio finds out and he does some more bullying. He does a little trolling. And, yeah. This leads to Jojo, Dio, big fight. They have a big fight with each other. They start punching each other. Dio wimps the fuck out when he starts losing. And yeah. After this, they kind of just like... After this, after the fight, Dio recognizes that he would never win one-on-one against Jonathan. So he kind of takes like he kind of adopts a more submissive attitude for like years in the future. So like when they're actually growing up into like young men. So like, yeah, years pass and then there's like a little time skip. And then it's like, oh, me, Jonathan, and Dio, oh, they're the bestest of bros. They had a little rough start, but they're basically family, you know? Just yada yada. You know, they both study stuff, they get smart, they get swole as all fucking hell. It's not just like pictures though. Like they're canonically just that fucking big. It's crazy. And then yeah. What happens after that? Oh yeah, it's also revealed that Dio poisoned father. Dio poisoned father. So like, it's revealed that Dio is because George Joestar, Jonathan's dad, like obviously he's a very old guy, so he's like bedridden and he's like sick and all that, you know. But it's seen as him just aging, but in actuality he was being poisoned by Dio, which is revealed to be the same thing he did to his own father so that he would die faster. And he was doing this so that he could like claim inheritance or something like that. I don't know. And then this leads to another JoJo Dio fight, I think. No, they have like a confrontation and then Dio fucking leaves. Oh shit. I didn't fucking enter it. Oops. There you go. This leads to another big fight. And then after this, Dio goes like sulking around like a little baby boy. And then it's also like revealed that like, okay, so they also had like this mask. It's like a family heirloom. Like they had it on. Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, so back to the fucking horse carriage. Okay, back to the horse carriage. Jonathan and his parents, they had acquired a fucking, they're like archaeologists or some shit. They're like researchers of some sort. And they got like this ancient artifact. It's like this stone mask. It's gonna be very important. And it's coming up right now. I should have explained it earlier. They have this stone mask, and what it does is unclear. It's just like a stone mask. You're like, oh, this looks cool. So, fucking, yeah, years down the line, Jonathan and Dio are researching this mask, and then Jonathan finds out that this mask actually gets like activated when it comes into contact with human blood, and when it like these bunch of like spines come out. You know, it's like, whoa, freaky. If you were wearing this, then like it would be pretty bad. So like Dio in like his drunken rage, he has the mask. He goes to like some random fucking street hooligan type guy, and he puts the mask on, puts blood on it, and then it looks like it kills the guy. And then Dio's like, oh fuck, I just killed someone. But then the guy gets up, you know, and he's like, holy shit. He turned around, oh my god, this guy, he's a fucking vampire now. What the hell? That's not supposed to happen. Vampires don't exist, but he's right there. And just before this vampire turns and kills Dio, the sun comes up and he fucking turns to dust, dude. And then Dio is like, oh shit. I typed this out. Vampire mask. Okay. So after this, Dio comes home and he's just kind of chilling. And then it's like, and then Jonathan's like, yo, Dio, what's up? I gathered the entire police force. You're under arrest for trying to poison my father. Or some shit like that. And then Dio's like, oh shit. Okay, also before that, Jonathan, he went to like this really bad part of town so they could figure out, so they could get hard evidence that Dio was poisoned, because he had to go to the dealer that Dio was getting his poison from. And when he's on this journey, he meets like this thug, this bandit who tries to rob him. His name's Robert E.O. Speedwagon. You know, he tries robbing him, but like Jonathan's like, dude, I don't have time for this, and he swiftly defeats him. And Speedwagon, he sees this, he notices that Jonathan's such a selfless man to do all this shit for his father. He's like, dude, I have the utmost respect for you. I'm sorry for trying to rob you. And he joins him on his fucking journey or some shit. So fast forward, confrontation again. Wait, let's see. Dio police. And so with Dio seemingly having nothing to lose, Dio mask. Dio mask. Dio mask. So he puts on the mask, he puts on the blood, and it's like, oh shit, there's like this big flash of light, oh my god. And it's like, oh my god. And then he gets shot at the same time, like he gets shot a bunch of the time, too, from the police, you know. And then it's like, seemingly, oh, Dio's dead. Like, damn, I can't believe this happened. I wish he turned out to be a better person. But holy shit. He's back! Oh my god! He's killing all the police officers! Dio, wait, I'm in caps lock for this. Dio vampire! Oh my fucking god. Holy fucking shit. I can't believe Dio's a vampire now. And then, Dio destroy mansion. There's like a big fire and everything. But fucking Jonathan and Speedwagon barely make it out with their lives. But they do survive. Jonathan gets nursed back to health by Arena, the lady from before who was getting a little sweet with him. They're basically a thing. So, again, another little time skip, just Jonathan gets better. But then it basically just becomes a journey begin. This is where the story starts getting good, or this is where the story starts, I guess. So all of this right now is just kind of like the prologue. This is what sets everything up. You know, this is the start of the story. You know, we know who our protagonist is. It's Jonathan Joestar. He's the JoJo of this part. We know who the enemy is. It's Dio Brando. He's a big vampire guy. We have a start. We have a goal now. It's to stop Dio from being a vampire. You know, because like, what the fuck, man? And yeah, this is where the journey starts. Now, I'm going to erase all this so I don't have to fucking move it all on the screen. Okay, so next. Jojo meets Zappelli. I don't know if that's how you spell it. I don't think it's how you spell it. But Jojo, he meets this guy when he starts his journey. It's this guy. His name is fucking... What the fuck is his name again? Mario. It's not, his name's not Mario. What's his first name again? I always call him Zappelli. Landon. That is not his name. His name's not Robert. William. His name's William Zappelli. And he's basically like this fucking martial arts master of sorts. But it's not like any martial art that Jonathan's ever seen or known about. It's just special technique. He uses Hamon. Now, what is Hamon? Well, simply put, it's the power of the sun harnessed into the body. And it can do fantastical things, like directing force beyond an object. Like, for example, like Zappelli, he like karate chops a fucking frog and fucking completely cuts in half the rock the frog was sitting on, while the frog is like completely unharmed. You know, it's like, whoa. He causes fucking ripples of fucking water to fucking sprout from his fucking feet. You know, just from the energy alone. It's crazy. It's like this magic art. And then, yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of hazy about what happens next. They basically just fight a bunch of vampires. I'm not going to cap. They're like on the way to Dio's castle. They're like trying to fight a bunch of fucking vampires. We meet some of Zappelli's... Zappelli. We meet some fucking... Meet Zappelli's fucking, what's the fucker? What would you classify? comrades, I guess? I don't fucking know. Just meet some other guys that also know Hamon to help fight Dio. They die shortly after. They die. And then Jojo fight Dio. Dio die. Yeah. Awesome. Jojo fights Dio. It's epic. It's sad. It's crazy. It's pretty bizarre. And then it's like, holy shit, we won, guys. So Jojo and Erina get married. Oh, so sweet. Go on cruise. But guess what? It's Dio. Because Dio's head survived. And he's also on the cruise with his henchmen. So, one last fight they have. And Jojo dies. Holy shit. And then the fucking boat sinks. Because it caught on fire and everything was crazy. The only, like, known survivor, though, was Erina with a baby and another baby. Because the thing is, Erina at the time was actually pregnant, but she also had a baby that was, like, wasn't hers. She just rescued a baby. Oh, shit. That cuts off. Holy shit. I wasn't looking. She actually, so she had 2 babies with her, and she survived the thing. She, like, hid in, like, a coffin or something. I don't know why it was a coffin, but she hid, like, it was a trunk. And then that's the end of part 1. Jonathan Joestar, the main character, dies. Dio Brando, who seemingly died, came back to life, died, came back to life, and seemingly dies again here, is also died, apparently. And then there's only like 3 survivors. Oh, also Zappelli's alive too. I mean, not Zappelli. Speedwagon. Speedwagon is also alive, you know? And yeah, that's pretty much part 1. Nice. So, with that out of the way, we can now move on to... Okay, if I can type... Oh, shit. Part 2... Battle Tendency. Alright. So, this part, a lot of people like more than part 1 because there's a lot more action and charisma, I guess. So yeah, the main JoJo of this part is going to be Joseph Joestar, the grandson of Jonathan. I forgot his fucking name. Jonathan Joestar. You know, so Erina had her baby, and then that baby grew up. He was George Joestar II, but he's not important. He was just a nobody. And then he had a kid that's Joseph Joestar. Now, Joseph Joestar is like the complete antithesis, or just the complete opposite of Jonathan. He's fucking loud. He's a little kooky crazy. You know, he's bombastic. You know, he's very charismatic. He's very funny, likable. You know, but he's still very sharp and very smart. So even though he may seem like stupid and goofy, he is very like, he's very witty. He's very smart. You know, and he kind of uses that to his advantage sometimes. So he's still a very competent guy. And then our main antagonist for this one is actually going to be kind of like a group of people. And this group is the Pillar Men. The Pillar Men. Now, who are the Pillar Men? Well, simple. Remember that stone mask from part 1? Well, yeah. these are the guys who fucking made it. Like, they are part of like an ancient race of like humanoid creatures that were like basically gods to humans, and they made these masks. Well, one person in particular made these masks. One of the Pillar Men in particular, who's kind of like the main antagonist, like the main one, because he's like the last one to live, and that's Kars. So Kars, he made these stone masks because he wanted to be even stronger, you know? But then the rest of his people were like, no, dude, that's fucking stupid. So what does Kars do? Does he accept the face of defeat and is like, oh man, I guess it really is stupid. I better should think about my actions and whatever. No, he just fucking commits genocide on his own fucking race. Spare like 3 other guys. And yeah, these are the Pillar Men. These are the main antagonists. What's their goal? They want to fucking get a stone mask, a special gem, and fucking like harness a beam of light into it so that he can become the ultimate life form, like he was always meant to be. And then who's Joseph Joestar? He's just a goofy British guy. So alright, now as for the summary, hold on a second. I have food here. I have not touched it for like 30 minutes. I'm kind of hungry. Hold on. It's good though. It's chicken enchiladas, by the way. Pretty good. All right. Let's see. How does it start off again? Okay, so one of Zappelli's fucking comrade guys, you remember? Like the ones that died, except one of them didn't die. Yeah, he's actually evil, and he became a vampire. And then yeah, so he became a vampire and he's evil, and it's like Joseph kills him. Yeah. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, you know, Zappelli, he had that technique called Hamon. Yeah, well, Jonathan learned it, and basically, since Hamon is like the power of this from the sun, it is very strong against vampires because it's essentially punching them with the sun, so it, like, disintegrates them. So that's why he was able to fight a vampire. And while Jonathan had to learn how to use the Hamon, Joseph was fucking born with the innate ability to use it. So even though he has no training or no idea what it is, he's just able to use it like that. So that's how that's kind of to show just how like strong, how much kind of like stronger Joseph is. Because even though he's not like physically strong as Jonathan, because Jonathan's a fucking beefcake of a man. Like, and don't get me wrong, Joseph's not weak either. He's pretty strong too, but he's not as strong as fucking Jonathan was. He makes up with it in his technique with like the Hamon and his trickiness. So using that, Joseph kills this vampire guy. I fucking remember. I think his name was Strixo, Cisco. What was his name again? Silencio. I don't remember what his name was. It started with an S or something. Yeah. What was his name again? Yeah, it's not important. He's dead. But he basically brings the attention of the whole vampires thing to Joseph. And then, these like certain German soldiers They show up, and then German soldiers, not the very nicest guys, they show up, and then like they have like one of these Pillarmen guys, you know, his name's fucking Santana, you know, and then Joseph like fights this guy, but like Santana, he's like on a whole different level from the fucking other vampires, you know. Like, if Santana fought Dio, like, in part 1, Dio would have been fucking bodied, you know? 0-10. 10-0, I mean. What the fuck? Fucking no competition. Santana. And then Joseph defeats him eventually. I actually don't remember what happened. I don't even know if he defeated him. I think he did. Something like that. I don't know. And then Jojo go Italy, and he meet Caesar. I don't think that's how you spell his name, but whatever. And Caesar, who, you might ask? Oh, well, it's none other than Caesar fucking Zappelli. So, holy shit, dude. So fucking William's fucking grandson, Caesar, is here now. I think he's his grandson. It might be his great-grandson. I don't actually know. I don't actually know. But basically, he's a descendant, you know? So it's like, holy shit, it's Caesar Zappelli. And unlike William, who's kind of like a strict teacher, but like also kind of goofy, Caesar is like super serious, super like fucking suave, you know, and romantic, but also kind of an asshole. And he's like the perfect fucking counterpart to Jonathan. You know, you have the goofy, silly one, and then you have the serious, shut the fuck up one. You know, and then Jojo meet Lisa, who's kind of like his mentor, his Hamon mentor. You know? And it's like, wait, am I getting this out of order? I don't know. Basically, I don't remember when, but also Jojo meet Pillarmen, and then they awake, and then they put like these rings in Jojo's like in his throat and like his chest or something, and it's basically a time limit. Hold on, fuck. It's like after like a month or like a few months or whatever, like those rings in his like they put in his chest and his throat will melt, and like he'll die unless he fights them and drinks like a fucking antidote that he'll get from defeating them. So then Jojo training arc. So he can fucking get better to defeat the Pillarmen. And then yeah. Jojo fight and win. He ends up fighting these guys, these Pillarmen, and defeating them. Pardon me. And then he ends up defeating them. So that was 2 of them. There's 3 Pillarmen in total. Besides Santana, he doesn't count. So technically 4, but there's 3 Pillarmen in total. 2 of them actually wanted to fight Jojo. The other one, which is Cars, he doesn't care anything about that. He just kind of wanted to, you know, gather his stuff. And he does. So, shit. Cars becomes the ultimate life form. And it's like, oh shit, how the fuck are we gonna defeat him? He can he can anamorph into a bunch of different fucking animal shits, and he can't fucking die. So how does Joseph think to fucking defeat him? Well, it's quite simple, really. Joseph use volcano. Cars go space. So fucking Joseph fucking baits Cars onto going onto like a fucking active volcano, and then like he fucking gets him stuck to like this fucking boulder, and then he fucking uses like the volcano launching up into the fucking air, like uses the volcano erupting to like launch cars stuck on the boulder into the air, to where like he gets like buffeted by like fucking debris and shit, cars, and he gets like just fucking propelled into space, just launching, you know, and then he like fucking like freezes to death basically. So he can't move, he can't stop moving because he's in space. So like, even though he's not dead, he's defeated because what the fuck is he gonna do? He can't do anything. So cars fucking just lost, dead-zo. Cars lose. And then Joseph, since he was on a volcano, and it's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Everyone thinks that Joseph fucking died. Oh, also, forgot, Caesar, you remember him? Yeah, he died. I forgot to mention that. During the fight with the Pillarman, Caesar fucking dies. You know, but it's very, like, honorable, and it's like, god damn it, dude, what the fuck? But yeah, Caesar, he died. So everyone besides Caesar, because he's dead, that was like, oh my god, Joseph's fucking dead, there's no way. And then at Joseph's fucking funeral, he just fucking pulls up and he's like, yo guys, what's good? Who the fuck's funeral is this? Oh shit, it's mine? That can't be right, dude. I'm right here. Oh shit, I gotta move this again. So yeah. And like after that, that's pretty much the entire part. Joseph fucking wins. Yeah. That's part 2. Let's go. I'm clapping. Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear this or not. Honestly, I don't know if the filter's picking it up or not. But I'm clapping right now. Whoa, let's go. Part 2. Oh my god. Alright, on to the next part. Now this one, even if you've never read or watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you definitely, how the fuck do you spell again? I gotta restart the whole thing. There you go. Even if you've never tried interacting with JoJo, you've definitely heard of this part. Stardust Crusaders. The main JoJo of this part is Jotaro Kujo. And the main villain of this part is, guess fucking who? Dio motherfucking Brando. He's back. Or I guess in this instance though, like he just kind of goes by Dio. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Maybe not that big. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. So, Jotaro Kujo, in case you don't know, his personality, he's like this super stone cold motherfucker, dude. He's just a 16-year-old boy with the body of a fucking crazy athlete kind of guy, you know? It's like, why the fuck is he that large? And then, yeah. He's this very stone cold, very mean kind of guy, you know? He's not very friendly, he's very antisocial. You know, if you, like, when you picture Sigma male, yeah, like, you should see, when you look up the term Sigma male, you should see a picture of fucking Jotaro Kujo, dude. That is exactly who that is. But, like, deep down on the inside, Jotaro's actually a very nice guy. He's a very kind guy. He just doesn't like showing it. He's very caring. He's very, like, awesome. He loves his family, but he just doesn't show it because he's an edgy teenager. And then the main antagonist is Dio Brando, you know, the same one from before. What the fuck, he's back? Yes sir, he is. Remember when he was a head, like actually just a severed head on the boat? Well, he fucking survived. He was in a coffin, you know? How did he get in that coffin if he's just a head? Oh, well, simple. He fucking attached his head to Jonathan's dead fucking body. He cut off Jonathan's fucking head from his fucking still fucking warm corpse, and he just took his fucking body. So yeah, he's back. And he has another army this time. Is it an army of vampires? No. What is it? It's an army of fucking stand users. Now this begs the question, what the fuck's a stand? I thought we were using hamon. Well, stands, to put in the words of I don't remember who, are the fucking spiritual manifestation of one's fighting will. The stronger your will to fight and persevere is, the stronger your stand will be. So what is a stand actually though? If you want to put into basic terms, like for like in a general sense, it's like a punchy ghost. You know Jotaro Kujo, and he's like ora 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 ora, and like Dio's muda 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 muda. Yeah, that's fucking those thingies. Those are their stands. You know, they're punching really fast. Now, not all stands are going to be the same punching thing. You know, the whole thing with stands is like they're unique to the individual, which means that like all of them are different for the most part. Oh, let me take another bite of my fucking food though. God damn, it looks so delicious. I'm just staring at it while I'm talking, dude. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm. That was good. Oh yeah, okay. There you go. Stands. And yeah. Okay, so the main JoJo is Jotaro Kujo. The main villain is Dio Brando. And the main goal is, guess the fuck what? It's to defeat Dio Brando again. So, to start it off, Jotaro mom gets sick. What's she sick with? Well, it's her stand. Her stand is manifesting, but it shouldn't be, because not everyone, because even though every person has like a sort of like will, or like a fighting will to say, not everyone's ready for that power. Jotaro's mom is an example. So even though she was developing a stand, she wasn't ready for it, so she became deathly sick because of it. And the only way to get rid of it is to defeat Dio, because of like there's some sort of like family connection or something like that would be solved if Dio was defeated. So who's going on this journey to defeat him? Well, it's Jotaro Kujo, obviously, he's the main character. Joseph Joestar from the old part, from part 2, you know, remember him? He didn't die in the last part, you know, so like he's back, but now he's a real old man. And also fucking Joseph is Jotaro's grandpa. You know, because Joseph's daughter, Holly Kujo, is Jotaro's mother. You know, Jotaro Kujo. So yeah. We're still continuing the family generation, even though he has a different last name, it's still like a JoJo name. So yeah. Let's see. Jotaro Kujo, Joseph Joestar. We have Muhammad Abdul, or Abdul. Abdul. I don't remember which one that is. Muhammad Abdul. He's also there, and he's like a work friend of Joseph. I don't really know. He's kind of there. And then fucking, how the fuck do you spell? That's it. Yeah. Kakyoin. Jotaro goes to school, and he's like, stands aren't real. And then Kakyoin is there, and he's like, what's up? I have a stand. And they fight. And then Jotaro's like, what the fuck, dude? And then he beats the shit out of him. And then Kakyoin comes on his journey too, you know? So the first Crusaders on this journey are Jotaro, Joseph, Abdul, and Kakyoin. So they go, and then they're doing stuff. And then, like, this is like the longest part so far, so I'm gonna be a little bit more brief on it. But then they start fighting. Eventually they meet Polnareff. You know, they fought him, and then they saved him, and then he's like, yo guys, what's good? And then he joins. And then what happens is there's a bunch of fights. And they also meet a dog. His name's Iggy, by the way. He also has a stand though, and it's like, holy shit, a dog can have a stand? And it's like, oh, I guess he can. So Iggy joins. He's kind of an asshole, but then it's like, oh, we love this guy. And then there's more fighting. And then Iggy dies. Oh my fucking god. If you know, you know, but he got fucking iced. And Iggy dies, and it's really sad. And then they finally, like, after their long and arduous journey, trust me, it's a lot longer than what I just summarized it as. They eventually meet Dio, and then they start fighting him. And then Kakyoin dies as soon as they start fighting him. So bye-bye, Kakyoin. It was nice meeting you. Even though we've been on this journey for like fucking, like, however long it's been, he's dead now. And then they're fighting Dio. You know, he's like the world. You know, and then eventually, Jotaro fucking levels up, basically. So, like, for the whole part, Jotaro's stand, Star Platinum, only had, like, kind of, like, one ability. And it was, like, super, like, fucking, like, strong and accurate. You know? He was very dexterous with it, and he was very strong and very fast. You know, and that's basically what its ability was. You know, that's where, like, the term Punchy Ghost comes from. You know, because that's basically what Star Platinum is. But Dio's stand, the world, has the ability to stop time, you know, and along with that, it pretty much has all, like, the strength of Star Platinum as well, to a lesser degree, but, like, the time stop is enough to cover for that, you know, so it's, like, kind of like unbeatable. But during this fight, Jotaro realizes that, like, they have a similar stand, you know, they're both very strong and fast. So given that, because the world can stop time, why can't Star Platinum? And based on that logic, and then they kind of have, like, that familial connection, because Dio has Jonathan's body, Star Platinum can stop time. So Star Platinum, the world, has developed the technique. And now Jotaro can stop time. And because his stop time is stronger than Dio's, because fucking Jotaro is stronger than Dio, technically, Jotaro takes that fucking Dubsky. And then, yeah, Jotaro's mom is saved. Dio is finally defeated. Like, Dio turns to dust. Like, they literally take his corpse, fucking put it out in, like, the desert, wait for it to fucking, like, actually fucking for the sun to rise, and they fucking watch that motherfucker turn to dust, so they know he's fucking dead. And he is dead. That is the death of Dio. So yeah, Jotaro survives again. The protagonist survives. Joseph is still alive too. Did Abdul die? I don't remember. I remember he did die technically one time, but that was a fake out. Did he die after that again? I think he did. I think he did die. I don't remember actually. But Polnareff is still alive. Yeah, I think it was just Joseph, Polnareff, and Jotaro. So Avdol, Kakyoin, and Iggy die. And then it's like, fuck. But then after that, that's pretty much it. So yeah. That is Stardust Crusaders. Let's go. And alright. Oh shit, I deleted it. Well, whatever. Alright, so for the next part will be part 4. Obviously, I think 4 comes after 3. That's just my belief. Diamond is unbreakable. Unbreakable. Now, I'm honestly... Okay, so the next part is Diamond is Unbreakable, part 4. But right now, I think I might end the stream right here. Just so it doesn't... like, given how long we're kind of going right now... Like, it's already been like an hour. We're only at 3 parts. I think I'll end the stream right here. Like, my voice is kind of hurting. I've been kind of talking a lot today. So, I might just, like, cut it in half here. And then we'll continue this next week. Yeah. Yeah, we'll continue this next week with starting with part 4. You know, I'll give you a little spoiler alert. The main JoJo for this part is, get ready, Josuke Higashikata. And the main villain, oh well, spoiler alert, it's fucking Yoshikage Hira. So just a little spoiler alert for next week. The main JoJo is Josuke Higashikata. Now, if you're only speak English and you see this name, it's like, oh, how is this a JoJo name? Well, I don't know either, but honestly, I know that in Japanese, the kanji used for Higashikata, somewhere in it, it could be pronounced like, it could be read as like Joe, or something involving Joe, like Gio, or like G-Yo. So it's like, that's how it's like JoJo. I don't know though. That's just like what I think happens, or I think that's how it is. I don't remember actually. But then yeah, Josuke Higashikata, he's just a rowdy fucking high school boy who just kind of wants to live peacefully. And then Yoshikage Kira is also a guy who just wants a quiet life. Huh. Well, both of them seem to have the same goal. I wonder why that's not the case. And why they must be a villain and a hero and an antagonist. That's crazy. Anyway, we'll find out next week. I'm going to talk about it next week. Thank you guys for watching this very crappy and shitty explanation of a series that I'm not qualified to talk about, even though I've watched everything and read everything. But yeah, we'll continue this next week. I don't know when next week, but like sometime next week we'll continue it, starting from part 4. And yeah, I'll probably be a bit more prepared. I'll probably like just finish the rest of it. I don't know, I'm kind of tired, and also my throat hurts, and also I'm kind of hungry. I've had this food the whole stream, and I've only taken like 2 bites out of it because I'm talking a lot. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time here. I really do. Like, honestly, taking the time out of your day to watch me, like, that's kind of crazy. I can't actually, I don't believe it, you know? So yeah. I'll end the stream here though. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys again next time. Beat drop. Bum. Dun dum dum dum. Dun dum dum dum. Bum 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 bum. Peace out. Bum bum.
Yeah, we just got it, yeah. Hey, yo, let's get it, hey, yeah, we just got it, yeah. Hey, yo, let's get it, hey, yeah, we just got it, yeah. Hey, yo, let's get it, hey, yeah, we just got it, yeah.